Hey guys, welcome back to day 2. Oh my goodness. Well, hi, my name is Becky Branton-Greeman. I am still your business strategist. I'm so excited that you came back for day 2. All right, today, first off, I want to say thanks so much for all the private messages that you guys sent out and the questions that you guys were sending me. Oh my gosh, amazing. I did get a lot of people that said, hey Becky, what is that book that you were talking about yesterday, the 30-day challenge? And so I have that here. It looks like this. You can purchase it on Amazon. It is called the 30 Days to Get Unstuck Challenge. And every day there is homework assignment because you know that's how I roll. You can get this on Amazon. And it's not an ebook because you literally have to write in it. I'm old school. So you can go ahead and purchase that. It is on Amazon.com, or you can get a hold of me and I can mail you an autographed copy. All right, so let's go into the day 2, Kickstart Your Systems with Actions. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys had a great time planning your personal goals and your self-improvement goals yesterday and knowing what you need to do on an annual basis, breaking that down to a quarterly basis, to a monthly basis, and then even further into a daily basis, because today, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about daily actions to get you unstuck and kickstart your business. All right, so let's talk about systems and actions. A lot of businesses fail because they don't have systems in place, whether that be for your profit and loss margins, whether that be for holding appointments, scheduling appointments, following up with appointments, making sure you're following up with those customers, and that's not just a one-time buy. And that's where today is coming into play. All right, so each business is required to take action, right? Because if we don't take action, we end up closing our doors. Now, I get it that you are all entrepreneurs and you're self-employed and we get to pick our own hours and work as we want to. But listen, the problem is when we take too many days off, right? For every 3 days you take off consecutively, it takes 21 days to restart. I'm going to repeat that because that's important. For every 3 consecutive days you take off from your business, it takes another 21 days to start. Yikes. Now, the statistics used to be 3 days, it takes 7 days to start, but it's now 21 to start seeing that momentum that you had. That means every time you take a vacation, that momentum is harder and harder to get going again. And maybe you've already felt that. Maybe you've taken a vacation at Thanksgiving and then you take another vacation at Christmas and you don't start seeing momentum until February. And you feel like you're choking to death. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to be talking about momentum. We're going to be talking about action items that need to happen daily so that way your closed business sign doesn't just go up for a day or 2 or 3. It goes up permanently. We don't want businesses to close. We want businesses to thrive. We want small businesses to rule the world. So let's make sure that that close sign doesn't go up permanently. So with that being said, what action items do you need to do daily to prevent that close sign? Think about that. What are some action items that need to be done daily? For me, I need to do those follow-up phone calls that I talked about yesterday. Those 10 a day, 10 phone calls, 10 text messages. That's something that I need to do daily. What else needs to be done daily? Well, I need to answer my emails. And if you are one of those people that are going to tell me that you have over 3,000 emails in your inbox, I don't want to hear it. Like for me, I can't even wrap my brain around that because I am a business. How can I have oodles and noodles of emails in there and not get something lost? Heck, I even check my spam every once in a while because sometimes somebody's message goes to my spam and then I don't respond and I've lost a client. That is super important. So you guys got to be checking that. That's something that is an income producing activity. That's an activity that needs to be done daily. What about, are you a podcaster? Does that need to be done daily? Are you a social media marketer? Does that need to be done daily? What are the activities that you need to do daily in order to succeed in your business? So here's where you can jot all those down. Social media, phone calls, follow-up emails, follow up with your current clients, follow up with orders that have just been made and say thank you. Maybe you need to send thank yous to your team, or notes to your team, or a message to your team by Boxer. What is it that you need to do on a daily basis? All right, so how many appointments do you need to be holding daily? All right, what are those income producing activities? How many appointments that you need to be held daily in order to meet your personal and business goals that you set yesterday? How many appointments need to be held weekly? Okay, so some people are like, I need to do 10 appointments a week, or I need to do 3 appointments a week, or I just need to do 1 appointment a day. I'm not sure what your numbers are. Only you can say what your numbers are. Now, if you need help with that, because maybe you got stuck yesterday with, okay, this is my annual goal, this is my quarter goal, this is my monthly goal, I'm not really sure how many appointments, then, feel free to message me. Really, reach out. If you are like, oh my gosh, my annual sales aren't matching my goal. See, Becky, in order to meet my monthly goal of $4,000 a month, I have to be holding 10 appointments a day because my average sale is $50. Okay, then we need to talk differently on how to raise your pricing, or maybe it's how to increase your sales and your close, or your pitch, if you will. So if that's something that you're struggling with, message me. I want to help. Okay, you guys, if you've never seen one of my Get Unstuck videos before, you don't know my passion of helping people. My goal is not to make millions. My goal is to make a difference and to hear my Lord and Savior say, well done, my good and faithful servant. And I feel that I have a gift that God has given me to pass on to other people. So if you are not reaching out to me, I can't help you. But if you reach out to me, I can help you. So please don't feel like, oh my gosh, I don't want to call her because she's going to try to sell me on something, or I don't want to call her because I know she's incredibly busy, or I don't want to call her because I'm not at her level. Stop that stinking thinking. Freaking call me. Okay. Another tangent. Back on track. So let's write down how many appointments we need to hold on a daily basis. How many appointments that we need to hold weekly. How many appointments do we need to hold monthly? And how are you tracking those appointments that you schedule? So we also need to know our track record. Okay, Becky, I need to hold 30 appointments every single month. Great. So now you know that you need to hold that. Now we need to book that, right? We need to schedule those, get those on our calendar. But how many of those actually hold? So statistically proven, what is your hold rate? For example, if I have 10 appointments scheduled this week, I will tell you that 9 of them will hold. I don't have a lot of cancellation. Now, ask me 5 years ago. It was probably, no, I wouldn't say 5 years ago. Let me back up a little bit. 15 years ago, it was probably if I had 10, 5 of them would hold. It was a 50% rate. About 15 years ago, it was a 50% rate. Now I've got a 90% rate. You need to know your stats, because if you need to be holding 10, that probably means you're gonna have to book at least 30 a week. All right. Now, and that's okay if you're double booking. So if you have 3 people booked Tuesday at 10 o'clock, great. You have 3 people booked Tuesday at 10 o'clock. And there are specific systems that you can put in place to make sure that they hold. Maybe the first one that gets their hostess list back to you gets that appointment schedule. Or, the person that gives you the most leads or outside sales keeps that hold time. Whatever it is, there's lots of different ways that you can keep those appointments, but book and triple book. Maybe you have a phenomenal team that you can triple book and then tailgate it out to somebody else, delegate it out to somebody else for a commission. Okay, call me. I'll help you with that. Let's move on to page 2, where we're talking about how we're tracking those appointments held. Like I said, how many are you booking? How many are you holding? And how many are you how are you tracking the follow-ups from those appointments? So I was always taught 2 + 2 + 2. After I hold an appointment, I need to follow up with them in 2 days. I need to follow up with them in 2 weeks. And I need to follow up with them in 2 months. 2 days because I need to make sure that the products and services that they purchased that they're happy with. 2 weeks to make sure that they are still utilizing the products and services that they purchased and they're still happy with, and ask for a referral. And 2 months because usually they'll need to either repeat or reorder those products and services that they purchased from me 2 months ago. 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. How are you tracking that? Super important. Really important that we have good tracking out there. Now you can purchase systems out there. I know that they're out there. There's tons of them if you want to spend money on them. You can create your own in Excel. You can be the core paper person with a notebook like I am. I love my notebook. I'm old school. I love having it. I have 27 years worth of notebooks and I can reference them because they all have black Sharpie written on what quarter they were and what year it was. Here's a snapshot that I included here of a lead tracking sheet that I use. It's a prospect list. So I have their name, I have their phone number, I have notes and the dates that I contacted them. Now you'll notice the dates contacted is quite long, right? I'm not that big of a writer. I used to be a nurse. So I've known how to write small and really illegibly. But one of the things that I will say is date contacted, you will see me put 5 or 7 different dates in that category. And here's the reason why. It takes up to 7 times for somebody to book with you. So if you are giving people that 3 strikes you're out, or maybe you're even calling them only 1 time, you're leaving money on the table. Super important that you are following up with people up to 5 to 7 times because, listen folks, the people you're calling are just as busy as you are. They are the taxi driver for the soccer kid, the baseball kid, the basketball kid, the drama kid. They are working another job, maybe 2. They've got family things at home that they've got the same dishes, laundry, and chores that you do and the same social life that you have or want to have. That means they're busy and they're not always ignoring you. Now, I know you feel like a pest when you call them, and maybe you don't. Maybe that's something that is a strong point of yours. I always felt like a pest when I called them. So on that 3rd phone call, I would say, I really don't want to bother you, but I know that you signed up for this, or I know you really wanted this. Please let me know. Even send me a text message. Let me know not to call you anymore. I'm okay with that. The 5th time, I would literally tell them, hey, this is my 5th and final reach out. I don't want to bother you anymore. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to shred your information. If you still want this free gift, or if you still want this service or this product, please reach out to me because I'm going to shred your information. I hope you have a great day. I'm sorry to bother you, but I look forward to hearing back from you. And when you call me back in the next 24 hours, I'll have a free gift. I kid you not, before I was able to make the next call, my phone was ringing from the previous call. Happens all the time. And people are like, well, wait, don't throw that away. Don't throw that away. I'm so sorry. I'm really busy. It's been crazy. It's been the holidays. It's been summer. We've been camping. All kinds of different things that are happening. Had a death in the family. But when I say I have a free gift for you, and when you call me in 24 hours, I will mail it to you, it happens. And I'm able to book with them right then and there because they have a sense of urgency. They don't want to lose that free gift. Now, maybe it's just a small little hand cream that I got as a sample, or I buy as a pack of them from some beautiful Mary Kay lady, and I send out those hand creams to them, and they're happy as heck. All right. Find out what small trinket, less than 50 cents, costs you $1 to mail that you can send out to somebody to make their day special, and yet also get them to finally call you back. All right. Last one. Number 8, create your action item list. This can be small daily basis or a month at a glance. Remember, a long Santa Claus list can be overwhelming, right? Even for Santa Claus to deliver all those things, and it's hard to stick to. So make sure you break it down to daily lists. Now, if you're like me, and I teach this in my time management class, is to break it down even more so, and assign a time to it so it gets done, like appointments. All right, I teach that in my time management class. And so if you look at my schedule, I love to have daily tasks, and my appointments all are scheduled on a certain time of the day, whether I'm scheduling them 30 minutes, an hour, but every task is scheduled. And don't you love to cross things off? Like, I know you digital people out there, and you love to have your digital calendar, and that's great. That's hunky-dory. I have a digital calendar as well, but I write everything down. So everything that's in my digital calendar goes on my daily task, and every night before I go to bed, I write down my list. So that way everything is done. And on that list is laundry, on that list is dishes, on that list is pick up Johnny at the school, and the pickup line, go to the post office, run the errands. But also on there is my follow-up phone calls and my appointments and my social media management. It's all on there. Everything. I start my day at 6 o'clock in the morning, and my list goes until sometimes 9 o'clock at night. And it's okay. And some people think I'm crazy. My son thinks I'm nuts. Why do you write all that stuff down? I'm like, oh, you will understand when you get older, because we have a lot to manage, specifically women. We are wearing how many hats? At one time, we're wearing 5, 6 different hats. So it's super important that we are scheduling everything that's important to us. So my friends, when I'm talking about starting actions, I'm starting with systems. I'm starting with daily tasks. I'm starting with appointments being held, and I'm creating those systems, putting them in place so I can make activity happen. All right, you guys, stay tuned for tomorrow when we focus on day 3. Again, I love those messages. Please feel free to keep reaching out to me through Facebook Messenger. You reach out to me through my email, Becky at TeamWin, WINN, like Win Dixie, Becky at teamwin.org. You can reach out to me there. I am here for you, and I can't wait to help answer your questions. Have a great day.